listen to that noise. Believe it or not, it sounds a little bit better. Not much, I would say. Let me see something. Okay, so right now I'm only getting the engine. It's not flashing, and I got this stick here connected to the accelerator to bring up the RPMs a little bit. So what I did is I put I took out 2 quarts of oil. I'm gonna give it about 1,300 or so RPM. I put 2 quarts of ATF, and let's see if that's gonna do anything. So what I'm doing is I start it, let it run for 10-15 minutes, and then turn it off. Let's see what time it is. So I'm gonna give it 10 minutes or so, and then I'm gonna soak it. I'm gonna let it soak, and then I'm gonna start it again. Sit here. Come on, Papa. You wanna sit here with Daddy? Yeah. Let's see if that helps. I'm dreading on taking apart the engine, but I'm gonna do this treatment first, and then I'm gonna do the second treatment, which is remove the valve cover and take out the rocker and spray down the tube there to the valve to see if that helps it. But I want to get it, give it a good soaking with the ATF transmission fluid. And today we're gonna burn a Camacho, very dark, good strong aroma. So for the longest time I've had in my office sitting around a VCR player. And yesterday I said, you know what, I want to connect it. I want to see if this thing is working. So we took it to the living room TV, connected it, and it works. This is not my first VCR. My first VCR was a RCA, I remember, very good. It had 4 or 5 heads, which it would record very clearly. And back in the day, I'm talking 82, I think it was, 83. I paid $800. So I bought it and I hooked it up to my the 19-inch, I think it was, TV. And I recorded my first movie was the Great Escape. I still have it on video. So I said, okay, the VCR is working. So I went and got my old VCR tapes, VHS tapes. I'm forgetting what they're called. And I put one in to see if the machine was working right and playing, and it played perfectly. So I went and started digging, and I found several tapes of hunting trips in California. I don't know if I got one in Colorado or Utah. I may have some videos on 8mm. I know I got some videos on 8mm, but I don't have a way of playing it back. I don't have the machine. I went and bought an old camera that could play it back, but I don't know how good that's gonna be, because I'll play one video and it's a little bit pixelated. It wasn't, and I don't have the cleaner or anything. So my plan is to video with the GoPro or the other camera, set it up in front of the TV, play the video, and see how that's gonna come out on the camera. So then I can download it on the computer and I can put it up so you guys can see the hunting trips that I used to do. Now I don't know how good that's gonna look, because when you video the screen, either you're gonna get that line going up in, or you're gonna get pixelated picture. So I gotta test it, but I've been wanting to transfer and convert all the old videos into the new stuff so I can put them up online, including a video I have of me flying. I used to fly with a friend and we used to go different places, and I'm gonna call it my flying years. So even though I got a lot of other stuff to do, I'm doing another project. I don't know. Let me see if I got the time, because I gotta be working on this and also the boat. Oh, this cigar smells very good. This is a Camacho Triple Maduro. It's our big bold smoke for our big bold smokers. Oh, and she saw one of the videos and she said, when I had black hair and when I had hair, she said, "Oh, you look pretty buff. You were slim." And I go, "Yeah, people get old and get out of shape." So tomorrow, I'm gonna go see a friend of mine that he had this back surgery, and he insisted of going home after being in the hospital for only 1 week. And he went home, and then he decides to go to the bathroom, and guess what? When he sits on the edge of the bed, he slides off and falls on his ass. And the surgery that they did is right there above the what do you call it, the funny bone, you guys call it? I don't know why they call it a funny bone, and nothing funny about it, but it was completely collapsed on him, and he pinched a nerve and he couldn't feel his legs, and he still is not completely, he's still a little bit numb. And I said, "What are you doing at home? You should be at a hospital. Look what happened. You fell in your house. You're going to break the bone. You're not going to cure." So I'm going to go check him out, go see him, and then I'm going to go to the boat to take a picture of the other carburetor, because I've been looking at carburetors online, and there's so many different, some of them are automotive, and they say that they're, I know what to look for. Some of them are automotive, and they say they're marine. I don't want an automotive, carburetor that they plug the holes. It's a different setup inside. The bowls are supposed to be bigger. The jets are different because you don't have a transmission, so you need more gas. And when you crank it and put it in gear and you give it gas, you have to have the right size jets for marine application, not for automotive or truck. So that's what's going on. I'm gonna give it a few more, give it another 5. It needs to warm up, it needs to soak in, and let that cam hit it and hit it and hit it and get it dislodged. I'm hoping that'll solve the problem. I don't know. Some people swear by it, some people say it works. Depending. If you're getting a tick, yeah, that probably could fix it. But if you have a stuck valve, I don't think that's gonna do it. But I'm gonna try everything before I go to the next step. So now I'm gonna start looking at my gear, and I'm gonna do a sale. But what I'm gonna do, I think I mentioned in the other video that I'm gonna decide what rifles. This is gonna be hard for me, because every rifle I have, to me it's special. It's a good, perfect gun for the use you're gonna give it. The 308s are short to medium range. The 270 is long range, and the 7 mag is extra long range. And I'm talking 300, 400, 500, maybe 6. I don't shoot 1,000. So I gotta decide which rifle I'm gonna sell, and then take it to the range. Tell everybody, okay, I'm gonna be here at the range at this date, between this hour and this hour. If you're interested in what I'm gonna show in the video, because I'm gonna show gear, I'm gonna show knives, backpack, the tents I wanna get rid of. Every stuff I'm gonna take with me, and if you're coming down to look at it, it's because you're interested in buying. And I'm not gonna give stuff away. This is not a what do they call it? A distress sale. This is just a clearance for me. I want to get rid of some stuff because even though I'm selling some rifles, I'm thinking of buying one rifle. I want to buy the BAR, and I decided it's going to be in the 270. So I might even get rid of the 270 M77, which is a tack driver. It is more accurate than the BAR, because I've seen videos, and I don't know if people are not tweaking the gun right or they're shooting the wrong ammo, but a 4-inch group at 100 yards, to me, that's not accurate. But if you tweak it, and if you have the right powder, and if you have the right bullet, and you know everything is adjusted right, you might get a better group, and that's what I'm hoping. Because I'm not going to buy a gun just because it's semi-auto, and then it's not going to be accurate. It has to be accurate. BAR is one of the best semi-autos around, so it should be accurate. But I've seen a lot of people shoot them, and they're not doing that well. So I got to go through my list. I got to make a list. I got to make a list of everything and decide what I'm, because I got a lot of stuff that I'm not using. I'm not using the water filtration system. That's going to go because I'm not backpacking anymore. I'm not using, I got 2 backpacks I want to get rid of. I'm not using the what's the name of that tent? I got a 2-man tent that I'm gonna sell. I got an igloo tent that I'm gonna sell. So there's a few things I'm gonna get rid of. A couple of knives, some knives. I got an Ontario knife that I might sell. So I gotta start going through the drawers and see what I'm gonna get rid of. I also have a fish finder. That I also wanna sell. Portable. You can put it on any boat. It uses a 6-volt battery, and it has 2 settings for different depths. You can go to 1 to 60 or 1 to 380 or something like that. I don't remember now, but it goes very deep. It's like the old sonar. It spins, and it tells you the fish is in the middle there. It tells you how deep they are. So things like that it's just sitting around. I'm not doing nothing with them. So I'll let you know. I'll let you guys know if you're interested. And by the way, let me know if you're interested. So yeah, I want to see some of your gear. Some guy said that he wanted interested in some gear, but he doesn't know the gear that I'm selling. So I'm gonna post it. I'm gonna show it, and let people, bid for it. Say, yeah, I'll, let's say if I'm asking something for 300, let's see what they're gonna come up with. Because I'm not giving the shit away. I'm not gonna sell it for $60. No. This is good gear. I don't have cheap nothing. It's very good gear, including a couple of scopes too. All right. I'll let you guys go. By the way, the cigar is very, very good. I'm gonna give it a Good aroma. And there's no bitterness. It has no bite. I want to give it a, I don't know, 7.5, maybe an 8. Easy to draw. It's not too tight. It's not too loose. Very good color. Camacho. All right, guys. See you on the next one.